Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the first ever contributor episode of B is for Build. So this kicks off the episodes that are going out for you guys that are sponsors of the YouTube channel or you guys are patrons through Patreon. So first of all, let me just say thank you guys so much for everything that you guys give to the channel, going above and beyond. I do appreciate it, and that's why we're doing these videos. These videos are gonna be a little bit different than the normal ones you see because obviously I don't have the time to put in a full day's work on top of the day's work that I'm already putting in. So they're gonna be a little bit faster produced, a little bit, normally filmed on one camera, the production quality will be a little bit lower. But the whole point of it is just to give you guys a sneak peek into what's going on, the behind the scenes, maybe get that intel that everybody's wanting and hoping to get earlier and that type of stuff. So kicking off this one, let's go outside and let me show you guys the second car that we got for the Gambler 500 this year. Ta-da! This is our new 2000 Corvette, Winky Edition. So we bought this car at auction, $4,100. Interestingly enough, I watched this car go on auction. I tried to bid on it, but I didn't have the right type of license on Copart, and it snuck out of our grasp at $2,500. I told Eric about it, who operates and owns a car dealership, and I said, man, we should watch next week. It's possible that the insurance company will send that thing back. They won't let it go for $2,500, and I was right. We ended up getting it for $4,100 the next week, and I'm really, really happy about it. So Eric and I had been talking about doing a car like this for the Gambler for a long time. It looks like it was obviously in a crash. It looks like the guy may have like slid into a wall. This looks like a Formula D style accident where it's just like boosh, back end, hit something very strong, probably sliding and damaged all that. The impact bar, the rear impact bar, obviously not the front impact bar, the rear impact bar is dented in. The airbags didn't go off though. But yeah, so that part of the car went that way. A little bit of that fender went into the rear wheel. It was listed as runs and drives on the auction, so that was pretty cool. And this happened in the front as well, so maybe rear end slid out, hit over there, and then the front followed in and hit over here. I don't know why the headlights are in winky mode. Let me pop the hood. And there it is. The main reason I wanted to buy this car is it has a good running 5.7 liter V8 LS1 mated to a T56 transmission that runs in the back there. The T56 is mounted just like the Aston Martin. It's mounted directly to the rear differential. I think it's called a transaxle in the rear. Cletus, my buddy Cletus McFarland, he runs a 1,000 horsepower twin turbo, one of these, and on a stock transmission and a stock diff, and it all holds together, and he runs 8s in the quarter mile, so it's pretty fantastic. Let me go ahead and jump in there and see if I can turn it on and show you how it runs. So it starts right up. We got a little bit of a belt squeak sound, and it sounds like it's coming from the other side right over there. I think this pulley is a little bit worse for the wear, but once you close the hood, you can't really hear it very much at all. So it runs real nice up front other than that pulley. The exhaust is banged up too badly in the rear, so the exhaust actually bangs around a little bit in the rear, so that doesn't sound good, but we'll take care of that. On the inside, it is a representation of everything that's wrong with American cars. For a 2000, the interior of this car is just absolutely terribly designed. All the plastic is just the cheapest plastic crap. I mean, that's what you got out of a 92 Ford Explorer, I think. So the interior is just absolute garbage, unfortunately. The shifter's gross. This is an interesting design. I like this, how it's angled towards the driver, and it's got this very knobby thing right here. Traction control off button, that's important to have. But everything functions, everything works on this car, which is, really good. I was surprised though, I will say, I was super surprised with how poor the interior is on this car. It is also a convertible, but I have absolutely no idea how to operate the convertible roof, and I don't know if this thing that's in the center here is supposed to come out for the convertible to work. That looks like a cover to me that covers the soft top once you take it down, so I'm not even gonna mess with that. I got no clue how to even get started other than there's some latches right here. For $4,100, this car is going to be the most bang for the buck, the most fun for the buck that B is for Build has ever spent. I can guarantee that. We have plans for it now, and then we have second generation plans for it later on as well. So overall, I'm really excited. So let's talk about the plans for it right now. Like, what is the game plan? So we're taking it on the Gambler. The other car that we're bringing on the Gambler is this Mercedes right here, and that thing is gonna need to get rescued, right? So this is actually supposed to be the more sensible Gambler car, the car that's actually able to rescue the other car. And I know you guys are wondering, like, well, how in the world are you gonna do that? First thing that we're gonna do is remove every single body panel. All these body panels are, for the most part, fiberglass or plastic. Everything kind of comes off. Doors, windows, leaving the windshield, fenders, hood, everything comes off. We will end up with just a raw frame of a C5 Corvette, which I'll show you here on the screen now. Now, once we have that frame all broken down and the car is completely broken down, we need to raise it up and we need to put some all-terrain tires on this vehicle. Now, the goal right now is to run a really large tire, like a 31-inch tire or something like that, but that would run into the frame. So the frame of this car is not much further back than this right here, and right here it starts right about there as well. So you could just tell by looking at it, you can't fit a 31-inch tire on there, which means we got to bring the suspension out. We need to widen it up so that the tire actually completely clears the frame and can actuate up and down. Corvettes are really interesting because there isn't a strut tower in the front or in the rear. In the rear, it uses a leaf spring in the back, and it also uses wishbone suspension, kind of like the Evora did, and then it has a spring that goes through there. Same goes for the front. You have two suspension A-arms right here and a spring that runs through them. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pull those off. Eric is gonna fabricate longer versions of those that stick out our wheel all the way out to here, far enough away that it gets away from the frame. We're gonna extend our control arms. We're gonna extend our steering rack arms, and everything's gonna get the extension. We're gonna buy extended axles, and what we should get is a crazy off-road dune buggy style Corvette. And then obviously for safety, we need to, and add a little bit of rigidity back, we need to build a complete exoskeleton on this car. So that is the game plan. A Corvette, C5 Corvette, completely stripped down, exoskeleton, widened wheelbase with off-road wheels and tires and suspension. It is codenamed Jenkins because it is essentially, so Cletus has Leroy, we have Jenkins. All you computer nerds will get that joke. But that is the overall game plan for this car. We'll do some cool tail lights in the back that'll be bolted to our exo cage. We'll do some cool ones in the front. And we hope to be really using it a lot this summer. The Gambler is July 13th, 14th, and 15th. We're gonna be getting started in June. So that build will get kicked off and started on the channel, I would say no later than the 3rd week of June, but maybe in the 2nd week of June, because to widen all that stuff out, we actually have to get some logistics figured out much sooner than later. So it'll probably be where we do a teardown. That way we can get to the nuts and bolts of everything, and then we do a design phase, and then we wait a couple weeks, and then we build again. So we will do a short interruption of the 240 build, but not too much, you know, and it'll be a sprinkling in of different things. And that's how it's gonna have to be, because this 240 build obviously is gonna take many months. We need to get it done before SEMA, but we don't want to make it mean that we have to shut down everything and not have any fun with any cars or anything else like that. The Mercedes stuff for the Gambler will start in July. It definitely won't, it's not as crazy of a build. Sorry, sirens. I live in a good neighborhood where a lot of bad stuff happens, I guess. Anyways, the Mercedes build is not worthy of really interrupting the stuff, and I'm mad at it because it killed the 240. So yeah, anyways, that's that. So I hope you guys enjoyed the behind the scenes. Now, one thing that I had to ask for all you guys, I just, again, thank you all so much for the support and the donations. Now, the last thing I'll ask from you guys is to keep this private. My Twitch subscribers have been great about doing this, so I have faith that we can do this on here too. This information is meant to be private. It's meant only for you guys. If you want to have inside jokes in the comments, that's fine and stuff like that. But please do not reveal the contributor only, you know, information that we're putting out there. This is supposed to be a way that, you know, people that are really amped on the channel can help and donate and feel incentivized. But if we leak it all, then they're not really gonna feel like they get an incentive when they sign up. So I wanna keep this a real thing that's going on. And also in the comments, since this is our first contributor video, in the comments, please let me know what you guys would like to see for me to do next. Obviously, anytime that we get a build now from now on, like what we're gonna do with the Mercedes, I'll let you guys know ahead of time as well, and different things like that. But let me know other stuff that you'd like to see. I would like to do a live stream with Chelsea in the next few weeks, a live stream Q&A or something like that. But other than that, just let me know what you guys would like to see and we can make that happen. All right, guys, thank you so much. And now the outros are much shorter because you guys already help out so much. All right, guys, see you soon. Peace.